Hi, my name is Coralis. I'm gonna be presenting the second phase of my final project, minimizing employee turnover. As a summary, we're gonna talk about what is a employee turnover. As a summary, is turnover refers to the number of employers that leave the organization in certain periods of time. There is a formula that we can use that we can know the percentage of employees left in the company within a period of time. There exist some types of employee turnover. There is the voluntary and involuntary, the functional and dysfunctional, and the avoidable and unavoidable. Our purpose is to decrease the amount of voluntary employees that abandon the company. Um, Also, try to find some ways to retain those that are not voluntary, but that's another phase of the project. So we're going to focus right now on the voluntary employees that can be avoidable. As part of the plan, I created a space for comments, questions, and concern. It's a dashboard inside the company where they can put up sticky notes, papers, emails, anything that they feel that they need to let management and upper management know. This dashboard also is part of a survey where they can finally express or let their feelings in it, and everything that is posted as in a monthly meeting, questions are answered, comments are reviewed by management and they give a feedback on it. There is also part of the plan is to open an internal volunteer leadership roles where inside a team they develop certain leadership slash opportunities for the employee to grow as a team leader or as a technical expert or as a subject matter expertise. That increases the amount of training that the employee can receive inside the organization and increase the talent and passion for what they're doing inside their team. Also, implemented a monthly 101. This was not being done inside this organization, and it helps to determine and define those gray areas that management don't see in daily basis when the employee faces computer problems or there's not enough resources for the employee to grow within the skills they need or training they might be needing and the managers don't know. So that also helps if since it's a contract company, outsource company, sometimes work doesn't get to the employee on time and they have low work, and we want to make sure that they can let their manager or their team lead know on time that they might be expecting a low time frame, so the manager has the opportunity to switch them, to give them more things to do in that period of time. Also, added a quarter employee recognition where managers or team members can define a person that is worth for this gift. It can be a small cup with the company name, it can be a new lanyard, a new small aircraft, or certificate that says that the employee has achieved something in that quarter. And gift cards are also really good. They are the most common within the organization. And this makes the employee feel appreciated and part of an organization. And also opens the opportunity in a monthly meeting where the managers can share the current leadership or other positions that are open before opening those to the other non part of the company people, right? We want to retain this employee, so if there is an employee interested in developing other skills, they can move around inside the company without resigning and reapplying or taking the chance of applying to another company, right? So if there is a leadership role, there's a team lead role, there's a technical role, they let them know prior opening the position so they can apply or be considered for it. That way management also knows that the employee wants to grow inside the company, so they make an extra effort to retain that talent, right? So in the phase number 1 of the plan, we involve 3 key points of team leaders, manager, and human resources, where the communication increased from 0 to 15% in the first month of the plan being implemented. The employees were really happy that the team leaders were communicating their plan or information that was provided to them in a monthly basis. They were sending more emails and posting information that the employee found valuable. So having the dashboard helped the managers in the monthly meetings could answer the questions, and sometimes employees didn't have the opportunity to ask. And also they get to know what was being discussed in the hallways or heard from third parties, and they were able to answer those questions during that time, thing that was not happening before. Also, the human resources added to the distribution list the opportunities that will be available during the next week or month. That gave the opportunity to the employees to get to know what is happening inside the organization, where are the opportunities for them to grow with time, so they can plan and they can inform their respective team leaders that they are considering moving around, right? And a small data that was obtained is that employees left from 2018, 2019, and the current year. There was a lot of people leaving 2019 due to a lot of struggle that the company passed, but we were able to retain some employees from different teams. So divided in 3 teams that right now I don't want to share the specific roles of each team. I'm going to leave that for phase 2. But team 1 is more technical, team 2 is more leadership roles, and team 3 is non-technical, but they're part of the technical team in a support way. So we were able to, as you can see, 2018, no more than 100 people left in any of the teams. But in 2019, on team 1, this is the green collar, around 120 employees left. And that's a really high number for a company that is not that big in the location that is right now. We were able to retain around 15 persons since the plan was implemented. So we're talking around November that the plan started to be implemented officially in December. We were able to retain that amount of employees, and that's a high number for the short period of time. We were able to retain 8 employees from team 2, and we were able to retain 40 employees on the team 3. In the end of the year, we were able to move them around inside the company, gave them some opportunities of leadership, growing roles, and it was a really good feedback from them. And these are the type of changes that the other 2 teams should apply in a fully matter, so the employees can stay inside the organization. And I will end this presentation. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or extra ideas that you want to share with me, feel free to add them at the comment box or send me an email. My email is batista_73219216 alt students.pupr.edu. Thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate your attention.